And I said, I don't care if you're a ball. I'm not playing with your ring.
Wow.
Okay. That was a thing. Good evening. Yes, we're back. Back again in the train sim world. Number 5, not 4, 3, 2, or 1. And the ball ring was mentioned. We're going to be in Birmingham doing a bit of cross-city action as we were there just recently, a few days ago. Unfortunately, because they're not in Train Sim World 5, we won't be doing the angry trains. It'll be 323s, and starting off Nico's idea with one of the first trains of the day. There's a series I never really did much with.
No.
There we go. Joined by, well, 2 what can only be described as idiots. At the top of the pile, it's an Ethan. Hello, Ethan.
Hi. I'm actually at the top for once.
You are at the top for once.
This doesn't normally happen.
I know. Well, top of a Christmas tree. And below Ethan is a Nico. Hello, Nico.
Good evening. I'm in the middle, which is, I don't know if it's a bad thing.
I'm not saying anything. It's going on YouTube. Good evening to Trent, Nigel, Amy Lou, and CG. So, yes. And Daniel. Right. Choose a route for our American cousins. Birmingham Cross City is what we're doing. The 323 will go West Midlands. Have I got? Oh no, I haven't got my own liveries. Have I?
I've only got the
Trenty. 61 months is how long I've put up with Trenty. Thank you, Trenty. 61.
That's multiple moths.
That's many of the moths. He didn't put anything either. He didn't put any moth.
He's bloody useless, isn't he?
He is. Right, let's click on go. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi, hello,
hi,
how you doing? There'll be links in the doobly-doo. That was scary. There'll be links in the doobly-doo.
That's not creepy at all.
I'll try again. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the game, to where you can watch me live and these idiots live on Twitchy 6 days of the week, soon to be 7. Seems to be increasing. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. Right. We are hearing the place, the street of news. Right, that into forward. We'll open the window. We'll open that window. Headlights, day, tail lights off. It's a train.
Really?
I would never have known that unless you told me.
That's definitely a train in New Street, which does look this gloomy.
Yeah,
but not this quiet.
Well, it's 5:30. It's 5:37 in the morning.
It's early.
So we're going to Lichfield, Trent Valley, so non-stop run, and then we'll turn around and do the first service of the day from, well, Lichfield, Trent Valley. Is that where Trent comes from?
Yes.
Not Tamworth.
There's a train behind us.
Oh, the train behind us?
Yeah.
Well, there is.
The same platform.
There's a gap. There's a train back there. I seem to be upstairs outside New Street. That's not good. Let's not do that.
No, don't do that.
I won't do that view then to look at the train behind us. We are waiting. So hang on, this is actually a passenger service then that goes non-stop to Trent Valley?
No, we're ECS.
Is what?
It's a what?
Empty coaching stock.
Oh.
Could he just said no? I opened my doors, I think. No, I didn't. Right, stop at Lichfield, Trent Valley then. Right, 15-mile run.
A train is called Longbridge.
That's further south.
That's what it says on the side.
Mine says not in service.
That's on the front, you dingbat.
Yeah.
That's because it's not in service.
Be why?
No, but would explain it. It is on a 5-minute cooldown. Got to cool it down. Trent enjoys this journey. No, every time we go to Birmingham, he ends up in Tamworth.
He does. He gets lost.
Right, power. So all these things are now around Manchester, aren't they?
Pretty much.
At Birmingham's cast-offs.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably a better thumbnail. There we go. Right, 50 limit. So yeah, non-stop to Lichfield. Why would it start in Birmingham? Surely you start at a depot.
It has, but the depot's not modelled.
Well, that's poor.
It was either model the depot or model Redditch, apparently, so...
Well, the depot, obviously. I've been to Redditch. Okay, McBone. We came up here on Saturday. Past
Yes.
the new station thing.
And we went under.
Ah, it's close. Oh. Yeah, I've walked along the canals in Birmingham. I've never actually done the canals in Birmingham. They are very canal-like.
The Venice of the North.
Yeah. We're now one of those pub quiz questions. Or pub quiz facts. There are more canals in Birmingham than there are in Venice.
Probably.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, we've got 70 coming up, but I've also got double yellows. Yeah, canals probably would be quite wet. Unless you're in a dry dock. Because they're not known for they're not known for their wetness. Hence the dry bit.
There's a red. Oh no, it's now gone straight to green.
Yeah, I've got a red.
Power.
I have to do the slowlying down to a 45. Brimful of Asher on mid 45.
We've got 20 coming up.
I went through that. And back up to 40.
Well, yeah, dry docks have to be not dry at some point because then how'd you get the boat in? It's quite interesting seeing those, like, to cut the TV shows, I think on YouTube now. One of them was like refitting one of the cross-channel ferries and sort of dragging it into a dry dock for its refit. Yes, bingo was going to be Saturday. Now doing bingo tomorrow. And do something else on Saturday. Alright, through here at 20-ish, 21, close enough. We could be having Frankfurt soon.
Ooh.
Don't know an exact date, nothing confirmed. But I think there may be a preview stream. By that, their Dovetail coming up in the next couple of weeks, which means that points towards it being a release.
Pretty soon after.
So I definitely won't want to go to Frankfurt after that.
No, of course you won't.
I think that's going to be an actually really interesting route.
Yeah. Through this place.
Frankfurt Rail Tour. Yeah, I haven't really done much ATS. I'm 2 maps behind with ATS. I remember doing a 3-point turn on a little cabin cruiser once. That's interesting. Frankfurter. Wasn't he from Rocky Horror Picture Show? I was Frankenfurter, wasn't it?
No idea.
Showing your age, Steve.
I'm 20. No, 26. Am I 26? Yeah, 26. I forgot. It changes.
Mm-hmm.
So you watch Rocky Horror in school then?
I've never seen it. I just know the song.
Oh.
Or Time Warp?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only one I know.
Kinda handy.
Is it?
I don't know.
So when these were taken from Birmingham to Manchester, were they driven or were they towed?
I don't actually know.
So is it electrified all the way to Manchester?
Yeah,
So they could have been driven then.
could have been.
It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right.
Steve karaoke now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Request your songs, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat.
I don't take requests. Can you play Far Away?
Wow.
Is that a request?
I think that is a request, yeah. Whose idea was it to run empty all the way to bloody Lichfield?
Nico.
It was. It was officially Nico's idea.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you agree, which I'm totally shocked.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Now I'm not so sure.
We've got to come back yet.
Yeah, but we'll be stopping then.
Yeah.
What, we ending the stream after 20 minutes?
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah.
no, we'll be stopping at stations, I meant, you donut.
What do you mean more specific?
Mm-hmm. More like an ocean.
Yes.
Specific.
Yeah. Right, 10 miles to go. I do hope we get the angry trains for this.
Yeah.
I've never seen them.
They look angry. They look really annoyed to be a train. Class 730s.
Yes.
Trains were driven. Oh, okay. I can imagine that. I've said this before. There's people's job it is to be ferry pilots, not to pilot ferries, but to take like planes from one place to another place. There's a YouTube channel I follow. They don't put many videos out, but they're really interesting. They sort of China Airlines sells a couple of A320s, and an American airline buys them. These guys fly to China and fly the empty A320 to America, and they record it on YouTube. So there's the same people that do that with boats, and there's the same people that must do that. Well, I know they do it with cars, and like buses and coaches and stuff that get sold. And there's obviously, you know, interesting to see who does it with trains. You know, is it just someone from the West Midlands trains would actually drive it? Because they wouldn't be qualified, or they wouldn't have the track knowledge, would they, for all the track?
They could probably take it as far as somewhere, and then someone else would take it.
Yeah,
Would be my guess.
Probably take it to their extremes, and someone that knows that track between Birmingham and Manchester takes over.
Yeah.
And then when it gets to Manchester, someone else takes over, and then goes,
So
look at this.
They'll probably change a crew or something, I reckon.
Well, what did we see in Swindon the other day? A bus, ex-Isle of Wight bus we've got in Swindon now.
Yeah.
Just imagine that poor driver. Take that to Swindon. What?
What?
Yeah, but it's about track knowledge, isn't it? Which is why a lot of people, there's a certain amount, if you're learning to drive a train, that it'll be route learning.
Yeah.
So knowing the braking points, knowing where the signals are, which is why most drivers will stay on the same routes or same network of routes. So you couldn't say to someone, it's not like jumping in a car and saying, right, take that to Glasgow, because you just follow the speed limits and road signs and your sat nav. You can't really do that with a train.
Yeah.
Although you just go, as long as you observe the speed limit, it's up to the signaller where you're going, I suppose.
Yeah.
And just send you somewhere random.
A driver probably wouldn't accept that. They'd probably stop at the signal and go, you're taking me the wrong way.
I'm supposed to take this to Manchester. Why have I just entered Glasgow?
I think by then you might have got a bit wrong.
Yeah. Because you have to have type rating, I think, but like you do in aircraft, so you have to be competent in like 323s. So you have to go through training and be signed off to drive that type of train. You can't just jump in one and go, right, okay, how does this work then?
Yeah. Yeah, depending on where, obviously as train drivers, depending on where you're based, would depend on what routes you do.
Well, we're still 6.9 miles from Lichfield. So we're due back out again on the 606, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, just warming the train up.
Yeah, to go all the way,
Stretching the wheels.
all the way back to Bromsgrove.
Yeah.
So a full line run.
Mm.
An 08, bit of a shunter fan.
Oh, yeah.
See a train, and whatever station that was.
One of them.
Full of early morning brummies.
Yeah.
Didn't realise how long a route this is until you actually do a full line run. Actually, it's not many miles, is it?
It's about 30 or so.
still find it bizarre that we had so many new things in a space of like 3 weeks and now nothing.
Yeah.
It's definitely not very well planned.
Are they sticking to the roadmap? Are they on time with that or not?
Well, yeah, there's things that they announced coming out in the next 3 months. Don't forget, in probably 4 months' time, we're going to have Train Sim World 6.
Yeah.
Blimey.
It won't be long. Right, 4.6 miles to go. We arrive at Lichfield and turn around and go all the way back again. This time with passengers. Well, hopefully with passengers.
Yeah.
If we don't get any passengers, we're blaming Nico.
Good plan.
I might as well keep me figures up.
Yeah.
Don't know how many I'm on, to be honest.
There we go. 255. Is that it?
There you go.
That's nowhere near enough.
We need to get that up a few more.
That's what he said. Alright, 3 and a bit miles to go. Hi, Michael. Been hit by any mobility scooters today, have we? Wheelchair, maybe? Someone smacked you with a Zimmer frame? Any walking sticks around your head? Guide dogs bit you? You know, anything?
Could do.
Tripped over the ramps. The loading ramps.
Saw an ice cream van and started running.
No.
Fell flat on your face.
No. Running, no.
Hence the flat on your face situation.
Yeah.
You had any Biscoff ice cream? Don't need to try that.
Oh, harsh.
True, but harsh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wait, you're not supposed to agree?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but who's he on about there?
I think me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's only because Eddie isn't here and Dorset isn't here.
Exactly.
London to Birmingham. You can do London to Birmingham in Train Sim Classic. I don't think it'll ever come. Well, we've got London to Milton Keynes. I think at some point
Yeah.
we will probably get Milton Keynes to Birmingham.
Probably.
I can almost see eventually they will fill in those gaps. So
Yeah.
I'd love to see Swindon to Newport. Sorry, Reading to Newport, or Cardiff even.
Like,
Yeah, I knew what I meant. I was getting confused by the Welsh down. I might actually go to the ambassadors get together this year
good.
at Dovetail's offices.
Was that abroad?
No. We're down.
Right then. Kent.
Yeah, Kent.
Chatham. In the old dockyard.
I wonder what Milton Keynes looks like without his clothes on. Covered in roundabout tattoos and plastic cows.
Yeah.
we got a 20 limit. Do you get to eat Ferrero Rochers? What, the Dovetail Ambassador? Oh, like the French ambassador. Ah, I see.
Ah.
I don't like Ferrero Rocher.
Never had one. Don't know if I want to.
All right, sponge cake. Oh, I see.
Right, fruity.
You're trying to think of a name for me now, Colin. I quite like that, though. I don't object to being called sponge cake.
Sponge Bob.
Oh, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by those Waitrose crisps last night. Had a bag of those. I was going to have 2, but then thought no, and ended up getting fat like Ethan.
What if I get posted a packet?
No. You can go to Waitrose up there, and I can't guarantee they'll still be here when you come back here.
Well, this is true.
I've got a red now.
Approach control into the platform.
Oh God, is Colin being excessively camp?
Of course he is. He always is.
That's a quest for this year. Are we ever going to meet Colin?
Yeah.
Got more chance of meeting Richard.
That's true, he's Mr. Unreliable.
He is. Richard and Ed.
It's entirely possible. Yeah.
No, it's not, Colin. Next door's cat farts the day we come. You can't come.
Oh God, that's red. Oh, that just changed. Oh, there's no way I'll have braked it. Actually, I might have braked in time for that. Oh, you're now going to make me stop.
It would be fine. Yeah, it will do if you hit it emergency.
Oh.
Oh, Steve.
No, it's fine. I'm going again. That's good. So I'm leaving again in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. If you've just joined, where have you been? You've been here 29 minutes. Tomorrow night, something you lot watching can take part in. You've got 23 and a half hours to set up a Roblox account. It's free. And you can join us for some Wednesday night bingo.
That includes you, Colin.
Yeah, no excuses. You can do it on a tablet.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary at the front of that name. Thank you for the follow, I think. Really? You're going to make me... Okay. No, fine. I was 5 yards short. That's my fault.
I was 18 yards over.
Of course she was.
There we go. Right. Continue. Return to free roam. Okay. Okay. So I've got to put the reverser into off. Those lights into off. Tail lights on. Master key off. Let's go down the other end. I've got these 3 abreast seats. I hate those things. When you're someone that isn't exactly thin, it's a real struggle to get through. And this, whose idea was it to put seats outside the toilet? It's like, yeah, really. Oh, we can fit some seats in there, I'm sure.
Additional capacity, isn't it?
Yeah. Get rid of the toilet.
You can't do that.
It's a commuter service. If they can't wait and go for a pee, then it's their bloody problem. People will be demanding toilets on the underground next.
I think people probably have.
Well, that's an idea.
Okay, we are good to go. Back the other way. When we re-enter service, hopefully this time with passengers. Yeah, so bingo tomorrow night. Thursday night we're back on the farm doing the farming type thing. Friday is some trucking and tunes. Saturday night we do something a bit fun on Saturday. Might be some tabletop sim, doing some Uno, maybe something in Roblox. Don't know. We'll be doing something on Saturday night. Sunday more farming, and then back all next week. Maybe not on Friday. Might be going out for the day. But yeah, we'll certainly be here next weekend as well. Really want to do some more Wreckfest for those regulars, and you may be seeing some Sims 4 multiplayer soon as well, because that's something we haven't done for a couple of years. Yeah, there's not many places you can go for a pee if you're out.
Especially around London.
Yeah.
Lack of them.
There we go. Nice Stokey. Right. Are these people going to get on the train? Now it says we're going to Bromsgrove. There are people stood down there.
Close and reopen your doors. At least it worked for me.
And good evening. No, they're all still stood on the platform.
Ah.
Sodom. Oh, actually, I don't know. There might be someone walking my way. No, they're walking the other way. Hang on, where's that other line down there? Where's that go then?
That's the West Coast main line.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, God.
Hang on, I'm at the right end. Yes. Have I broken it? What do you think? That one. Oh, the timetable's not updating. We go to Bromsgrove via some places, because the timetable breaks if you jump from one service to another service. Nope, they're all still stood down there. You have to wait for the next train then, aren't they? Right. Doors are locking on the right-hand side of the train. Doors closing. Right, Lichfield City. In 1.1 miles. So a 4-line run now, then all the way to Bromsgrove. Down the Licky Incline, which we went up and down it the weekend. Nothing nice would have been taken up the Licky Incline. Oh, that's speeding. With Ethan driving the same train. Yeah, and Nico.
Yep. Just left Trentfield City, or whatever it's called.
Trentfield City.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
Literally
climb.
Trent,
It is a bit of a climb. 2.5% gradient. It was more noticeable on these than it is on the angry trains. Yes, we did avoid the football hordes. We were south. We went to Coventry, a couple of stations in Coventry and Birmingham, then went to university, because we didn't leave Swindon when we anticipated leaving. We didn't do the whole Ranger thing. We just went in, went out. Oh, it's bloody... It's going to stop me again, isn't it? Come on.
I've got the window open, Michael, so that should do.
How do you turn a DVD on?
The DVD?
Shift enter.
I always forget that.
And AWS is control enter.
Yeah, they're both on.
There you go, I put mine on. For the lols. So what's Ethan eating tonight then? It was Burger King last night. Is it McDonald's?
No.
Salad.
Yes.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Wow. What I had cottage pie.
Probably because you saw that I got bacon double cheeseburger XL last night.
Yeah, it's like, right, you're having a salad the next couple of nights now.
Yeah. Actually quite a good deal. It was a big burger, loaded king fries and nugget for like 11 quid.
That's not bad.
No.
You had cheese and onion toast. Oh, cheese and onion toast. I do want to get a sandwich, one of those crimpy sandwich toasters. And he wonders why he's fat. Exactly, Trent. I got a passenger. Yeah, one of the Breville ones. The ones that actually crimp the bread so your filling doesn't come out. Cheesy bean toasty. Right, Shenston is next. 2.9 miles. We're actually on time. Yeah, I think this is another one of those routes that needs a bit updating. High soft stuff, because when we're in New Street at the weekend, it's so busy. Yeah. In this, nothing. There's just a couple of 323s in.
Thing was, at the time, they didn't have any of the other AI in the game.
No.
Now they have, so they could do with go back and updating it.
You're probably right there, Nigel. Week 1, eat nothing but toasted sandwiches. Week 2, put a toaster away and never use it again. Yeah.
Exactly.
I did that when I bought my panini press. I bought a load of paninis and had those, and then I think the weekend after it is like, I've gone off them now. And I got it out 2 weeks ago, I think, for the first time in like about a year. It does need more trains.
Hi, Connor.
Needs voyages.
Well, yeah, it just needs life. I could teach Ethan how to use a Breville.
Does not need.
He's dangerous. He's dangerous enough using my toaster.
Hey.
I can't stand Michael Portillo.
Who's that?
The guy that does the train things.
Is it the bald head guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, Amy Lou. It's the cleaning of the sandwich toaster. That's why I'm glad my George Foreman, my George Formby grill, turned out nice again. I've got the one with the removable plates, so you can stick them in the washing up bowl. The only guy that was good that did railway things was Chris Tarrant. His ones were really interesting. Because he went all around.
Extreme railway
Yeah,
stuff.
he went all around the world.
I never got into that.
So what's he doing now? Is he still on radio?
Who, Chris Tarrant?
Yeah.
Didn't think he was on the radio.
No.
Yeah, he did radio once. Well, I don't know how long for. spamming, Michael.
Right, a mile to go to Shenston. Now, West Midlands Railway. It's true. Colin's going, it's true. I can see him sat there just nodding. It's true.
He was.
He was. See, you're one of us, Colin. You need to join in more.
He does.
Yeah, I don't have a hand blender because that's too serious. Actually, I've got a little food mixer thing in a cupboard. But no, that means, you know, cooking.
I'm not stopping at Shenston.
Oh dear.
Railway Tuesday. Yeah, Twain's Tuesday.
I was going to say, it doesn't have much of a ring as Railway Wednesday.
No. Wasn't that when I didn't stream on a Tuesday?
I think you did one day. I think you did Train Sim World one day and Train Sim Classic the other
I
day.
used to, yeah. I used to do Train Sim World and the Train Sim Classic. Steve, cook. What did I have yesterday? What did I have yesterday? Oh, pizza. Today was fling a cottage pie in the oven. Don't know what I've got tomorrow. He brought a bread machine. My ex had a bread machine. Smelt lovely, but the time and effort and cost you put into making your own bread, I said, just go over the road to Asda and buy a loaf. Yes, Trent, I had rock hard frozen pizza, which it was when I put it in the oven. Miraculously, about 20 minutes later when I took it out the oven, it was lovely and cooked.
It's quite clever, that.
It's amazing how he does that. Oh, locked doors.
Oh, I've still got a box in my spare room of all the stuff that came out of my parents' kitchen. And a box of teddy bears in there. I hope they can breathe.
Ah,
Hopefully.
is one of them a stuffed teddy of you, Steve?
No.
No.
And there's a box of DVDs as well. Which it just seems a waste to just take them down the tip.
Are they collectors?
I don't know, actually. There might be some good films in there. I didn't even realise there was a pizza shop at Leiden. Last time I went there was to the Tesco's. Yeah, I was walking back from the hospital. That must have been 6 years ago, 5.5 years ago. I think I drove the old man up there in his car, and then he was going to stay, and he said, well, how are you going to get home? I said, I'll walk. I said, walk? Yeah. So I walked back, cut through Leiden, and then up and down past Morrison's, and back to where their flat was, and picked up my car.
Or was it your Picasso?
Oh.
Because I have been busy churning muck, have this reminder that I am not going anywhere. 5 days after it popped up.
Are we stuck with you now, Amy Lou? Someone that was around a few years ago, then went quiet for a while. I think she's now one of us. Thank you, Amy Lou. 13 of the months. You are as mad as a box of frogs, and we like you for it.
Hey, Michael, I got Steve to do 2 half-an-hour walks on Thursday. Try and get me days.
Yeah, I still have got an inkling to do something Engage with this little pacer I've got, which is Richard's bloody fault. I keep looking on the eBay for pre-built layouts.
You never know, Richard might be selling one.
Well, he has said to give Steve his measurements, but he hasn't done it.
Yeah, I know what measurements he wants, though.
Way too small.
Just send him everything, Steve.
Yeah.
Then he can decipher it for himself.
No, I used to do a lot of walking. My next walk, that's going to be some distance, is going to be, what, 2 weeks' time? 3 weeks' time. Down in the New Forest. Dad's birthday, the 9th of May. So I'm going down there on the 10th of May. I lost him on the 16th of May. So it'll be 5 years this year. So I'm going to where his ashes are in the New Forest and going to have a good old wander round. I think Ethan's taking care of my retirement fund.
Yeah.
No, he's already spent that, Steve.
That time has gone really quick. I can't believe it's next month. It's 5 years since I lost Dad. That's just gone so fast. And this community, you guys have helped fill that void. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Depends how you look at it.
That's true.
Pig.
Right, Butler's Lane
Yeah.
is next. We had no
Where
choice.
the butlers live.
Exactly. Forced into it.
You've got 40 plus years to put up a retirement fund. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. 41 years till I retire. Yeah, 100%.
Minus a few.
You've been to the New Forest? Yeah, that's why my folks' ashes are there. He used to take them down to Southsea once a month, and when the weather was nice, we'd come back via the New Forest. And a couple of times I'd leave them parked up, place where they are now, and I'd go off for a wander for half an hour. The old man would sometimes get out of the car and just go and sit on the grass. And he commented a few times going, "This is heaven, this place." And they used to ask me eventually, "Can we come back by the New Forest?" Of course we can. So when they both died, that was the instant place we thought of for their ashes.
I have a bit of an issue.
You've gone past Butler's Lane?
No. Well, I got
have.
out the train, and now the train is rolling backwards.
Well, why
Be outside of said train.
Well, why did you get out of it
I just wanted to have a walk.
without putting the
Back
brake
in it.
on?
I thought I did put the brake on.
Well, obviously you didn't, did you?
Come on,
So, you know,
help.
so now going back to Shenston or wherever it was.
It's just going backwards.
We mentioned, we were chatting before the stream, and something, I'm not putting any formal plans together, but something I would like to do this year, if we can get enough interest, is maybe do a Discord meetup to Wuppertal in sort of September time. So just putting that out there.
Rain.
Ben doesn't like you, Ethan.
Mom.
Oh, blimey, that sounds like an interesting living room, CG. The Dangle Barn, yes. We discussed it.
Can't say that we can't meet Colin in Waterloo, but we can in Wuppertal.
We discussed it a while ago about getting sort of 4 of us over there and hiring a car. I've sort of added to the adventure now, because having watched a YouTube video at the weekend, I've realised that you can get a Flixbus coach to Bruges from Victoria for 30 quid, including the Channel crossing. So my thought is, you know, mass coach trip to Bruges, car hire from Bruges, drive to Wuppertal. Just an idea. Oh, I've gone into bloody emergency again. Oh, someone I used to know had a BSA C15 motorbike in their front room. They had to take it apart to get it in the front room. Then they put it back together to restore it, and then realised to get it back out again, they had to take it back apart again because they're getting out their front room.
Ah.
Your plan would take that long.
Yeah.
Brakes. Brakes.
Gonna need a minibus. Well, yeah, there is that.
Why have I got man boobs?
Why have you got man boobs?
What?
That's because you're fat. No, it's because you're fat is why you've got man boobs.
He is fat.
Why are you questioning this now? Have you just looked down? Surely it's not a realisation. Surely the last time you were naked, you must have looked and gone, I've got breasts.
I was talking about the character on the game.
It'd be like Ethan looking down and going, well, they've got a small penis. Oh, hang on. Anyway.
He's realised how tight his corset is now.
Yeah, but I've got to undo that.
A cup or D cup, Nico? Oh, you, double D.
Yeah.
Blimey. There are some bargains on Evil Bay. Can I remind you who brought the whole of Tesco when we were in Paul? Yeah. Hang on.
Wasn't able to eat
I
half
thought,
of it.
yeah, I thought Trent bought a lot of food and ate a lot of food, and then Nico appears.
I had to make sure I had stacks. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you had too much food to last the 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're only there 2 full days, weren't we?
Yeah.
To clear out Tesco. I make that.
Like 4 ready meals.
Yeah.
And was only there 3 nights.
Yeah.
And one night he went to the chippy.
Yeah. Well, I did. That did me some good because I brought one of them home.
Well, about 2 ready meals, one night on the Sunday. Well, the pasta of it.
One. See, Colin gets it.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you, you idiot?
Yeah, he didn't trust the chicken. He bought a chicken and bacon pasta ready meal, which I've had loads of times. He put it in a microwave, didn't trust that the chicken would be cooked, despite the fact that it's already cooked before it goes in the ready meal. So ate the pasta and didn't eat the chicken. I really do surround myself with dimwits.
At least I don't do that.
That's because you don't know how to use a bloody microwave.
Yes, I do.
I really need to surround myself with a better class of people.
No, you don't.
No, I think I
And you
do.
want me to come to Whip at all, Steve?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm actually early.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on time. Who cooked your food, Ethan? Who cooks his food? Who cooks his food when he's here? The only thing he does himself is toast.
Mm-hmm.
And that's taken 2 years of him coming here to do that. Still hasn't made me a coffee.
Does he not trust the kettle or something?
He's not allowed to use boiling water,
Oh, okay.
which is understandable.
Definitely.
Wild green.
I bet Trent would make me a coffee.
I made you one, Steve, last year.
You have, and Mr. Thingy did as well. Exactly, Mr. Thingy. Is that what it's called now?
Thingy.
Captain Grumpy.
Yeah. Last time I checked, Trent, Mr. Thingy wasn't a Mr. Men character, but you know.
It could be. He just can't talk. It's X-rated Mr. Men.
Ah, is that what it is?
Mr. Thingy.
Ah.
It comes out after midnight.
Mr. Small.
Oh, I struggle. Yeah, pasta's one of those things. I always way overcook pasta, so it's just really squishy. Or it's not cooked. It's a fine balance with pasta in it. And everyone always cooks too much pasta. Because you pour it in a saucepan, you go, that doesn't look very much. And you put more in, and you go, nah, a little bit more. Then you put more in, and then it's cooked. You drain the water off, and you go, holy crap! I should invite some neighbours round because I've got way too much pasta. And then every time I do that, I put it in a bowl, and I think, right, I'll have a normal amount of this, and I'll leave it in the bowl. I'll put it back in the microwave, and I'll have the rest tomorrow. No, you end up eating the whole lot anyway. You don't know how to make coffee.
What?
I even showed Ethan the weekend how to make my coffee. It's extremely simple. Milk in first, which you do with instant coffee. Otherwise you burn the coffee. Teaspoon of coffee in, and then boiling water. And that's it. Stir it, done. Did he then offer to do that? No. So you end up with quite crunchy pasta. Anyway, where am I? Wild Green.
I'm just leaving there.
Okay. Milk is always seriously, Michael, you should always put milk in first with instant coffee. Tea, there is a debate about milk going in last, yes, but not instant coffee. With cafetiere coffee and stuff like that, then yes, you put the milk in second. But with instant coffee, you put the milk in first. How do you burn? No, the boiling water. If you put the coffee in, then pour boiling water on it, you'll burn the coffee. That's why you should never make coffee with boiling water straight out the kettle. Or if you have black instant coffee, you shouldn't make it with boiling water straight out the kettle. Which you could do with normal coffee, but I can't wait that long. Why are you beeping at me, train?
Vigilance.
Your DSD?
Is that a bit like a DVD? Or is that like some sort of disease? Is that this rash? Is that DSD?
Wow.
I thought it because everything was rubbing alongside my tracky bottoms, but okay.
Stevie's
Chester Road is next. Tomorrow night, by the way, you lot can join in with the stream. We are playing Roblox Bingo. You have 23 hours to set up an account in Roblox. It's free. We will post details of the bingo server tomorrow night. You can join us and play some bingo. You have been warned.
Get on with it.
Oh, I've got a Tassimo thing. I bought it. I used it once. I didn't like the way the coffee tastes. I never used it again. It still sat on the side in the kitchen. Because if I got rid of it, there'd be a gap. And I don't like the gap in the corner of the worktop.
Trent's house, that would have been gone straight away.
Yeah, Trent's mum would have got rid of that. We haven't used that for a week. We'll get rid of that. I haven't used it for about 6 years.
So my mother would have a flip because of the amount of electricity you're using, and Trent's mum would have a flip because of the amount of things you've got but don't use.
Yeah.
Note to self. Note to both of us, Trent. Don't bring our mothers to Steve's house.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to use it. The coffee I bought for it, I didn't like. And back then, I never used to have like Starbucks coffee and stuff, so I wasn't used to the taste. Why has my stream just gone to 480p?
Still fine for me.
Just came up with 480p on the stream.
What, it's done 480p's?
Yeah. He must be the kitchen gadget seller's best customer. Buy different... Oh, that's what I've got to try. I just buy a jar of Nescafe and I'm done with it. I've run out of Trent's coffee.
What, Tim's?
With Tim's.
Erdington.
Yeah, the pods. Well, you can get the cheaper pods, can't you? Like, I think Amazon sell their own, or you can get unbranded pods. Yeah, Erdington next. Where I'm due now.
There's 2 trains that are going past me.
We may be slightly late into Erdington. I probably would like it now. Kit Kat. Oh, hang on. You've got me interested, Michael. Kit Kat coffee.
Yeah, I think they do that in Tesco's.
That sounds nice.
Okay, now I'm interested. Oh, hot chocolate. I'm not a fan of hot chocolate. And no, Ethan, I'm not getting you hot chocolate. Actually, I bought you a jar of hot chocolate last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said...
Sounds so surprised.
Yeah, I said, oh, I'll get you some hot chocolate. Oh, yeah, I'd like that. Did he ever have one? No.
I'm not very hot drinks.
No,
Kind of
I haven't got the banned hot chocolate round. Oh, well, of course, I wouldn't do this, but any printing, do it at work. I wouldn't condone that at all. I've got a printer. Last time I used it, I printed out my CV. I didn't want to risk printing it at work.
Clever.
Yeah.
What, so your ink's all dry now?
Yeah. Right. Gravelly Hill. Don't do hot drinks. It's a generational thing, hot drinks. And my niece's kids, when they're having bottles, you put tea in their bottles, just warm, and get them drinking tea. When making instant coffee, it's generally recommended to add a splash of milk or creamer first, then the hot water. This helps to prevent burning the coffee and can also improve the overall flavour by allowing the milk to dissolve the instant coffee granules better. Yeah, what you should do is put your milk in, put your coffee in, stir it, so you've got a bit of a paste, a bit like you do when you make instant gravy. Put a little dash of water in, stir it, and then put the rest of the water in. And they spelt flavour wrong. That was obviously an American thing. Can you read the terms and conditions now? Was that getting you turned on there, Colin?
Terms and conditions apply.
Was there some twitching going on there?
Check www.stevensanidiot.co.uk for more information.
It was very wordy. Oh, I see. Hang on, have we found something? Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, God.
Terms and conditions for coffee typically cover a range of aspects, including payment, delivery, returns, warranties, and acceptable use of the service or website. There you go, Colin. Have that one.
Colin, click that.
Oh yeah, they always say terms and conditions apply at like 12 times speed, don't they, in those radio adverts? It's like, what? What was that? Yeah, if this booked on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, you won't get the full refund. What? Hang on. Sorry, what? It wasn't the terms and conditions. You bought a box of flavoured coffee and really enjoyed it. Amaretto, almond caramel, popcorn. You really are. No wonder you're fat, Michael.
It's quite odd, isn't it?
You got a whole bag, Steve. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I don't.
That mint chocolate, white chocolate, raspberry.
Mint chocolate Hot chocolate, yes. Mint chocolate coffee. I do have. Actually, Ethan tried my coffee on Saturday.
I did.
With my caramel latte from Starbucks.
In Coventry.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're 6 then.
It was trying to be Birmingham, but it started ending up with that.
No, it definitely wasn't Birmingham.
Right, Aston is next.
Steve's Birmingham accent is definitely better than mine.
Starbucks do their own pods. You're not fat.
You are
It's like-
fat.
It's like Nico saying he hasn't got man boobs.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Ish.
Problem is, coffee's one of those things. It depends on the coffee. Instant coffees can all taste so different. How you make it makes a difference to the flavour. You know, I certainly wouldn't say to someone, have your first coffee be a Starbucks, espresso. Because if you're not used to drinking coffee, then you won't like it. It's like anything, isn't it? People try alcoholic drinks for the first time or food for the first time. Your initial reaction is either going to be yes or actually no, that can warm on, grow on me.
First alcohol drink I tasted was bloody Bailey's.
Oh dear.
Approaching Aston.
Yeah, I'm approaching Aston. Going underneath the Aston Expressway. There's a train.
Is that on the A38, Steve?
Yeah, I want to say yes.
Come off the
Bradley Hill
M6.
is Spaghetti Junction, so...
For people out of Birmingham, the Aston dual carriageway.
Not doors.
I used to get very drunk on whiskey. Used to buy
Call you Ed.
me and my niece's husband used to buy a case of 24 cans of Carlin for like a Friday night or a Saturday night. We'd normally do board games or something like that. Kids would go to bed, then we'd sit and watch a film. Then my niece would go to bed, and so it'd be just me and my niece's husband, and we'd try and sit through another film. And then we'd get halfway through and then just sit talking bollocks as you do when you're drunk. And then we'd run out of beer. And then realising it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, we'd turn to the whiskey. And Jesus Christ, did I get into some states?
Start calling you Ed.
Yeah, there's been a long time since I've drunk whiskey. Or that much beer. Alright,
I guess it was
Duddiston.
before the streaming days.
Oh God, this was, blimey, a few years ago. I used to drink on the streams when I first started doing this.
You did.
Yeah, Susan clip.
Yeah. That's because everybody else was drinking. All the regulars then were pretty much all drinking on the streams. So it's like, yeah. I think on one of the streams I actually left voice, went down to my local shop, got alcohol and came back. Because they shut at like 9 o'clock. And it was like 8:45 and I'd run out of beer and everyone was going, well, go to the shop then. I can't do that, I'm streaming, just go. So I went to the shop during the stream, got beer and came back.
Oh, blimey. I think one of them you forgot a bottle opener as well.
Wouldn't surprise me. I've got a bottle opener on the end of the unit here now. That's been used for a while. Yeah, but now I don't drink on the streams. I hardly drink at all. I had 2 cans of Boddingtons last weekend. I will get some beers in because it is quite nice on a summer's evening to come home and like after the stream when it's still light at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sit on the decking and then have a beer.
Duddleston's busy.
I do want to start getting back into certainly the weekends, like Friday night and Saturday night, not just leaving chat at like 8:30. Because it used to be that we'd stream and then spend longer in chat after the stream than we did on the stream. Because there'd be like half a dozen of us just talking crap and sharing clips and playing music and doing stuff. So then when people used to join streams for the first time and then realise that's what went on, they realise what they're missing out of when we say good night everybody, and we were still sat here till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Next up, New Street.
I don't drink at all. I had 2 cans of Boddington's last week. Boddington's is like water.
How many did you have in last month, Steve? Over that weekend?
I had a couple. Until Trent moaned at me. And then I stopped.
Yeah, he did.
Right, yeah.
While we're in Poole?
Yeah. New Street in 1.4 miles. We'll be due in 2.5 minutes, so going to be roughly on time.
You get 4 minutes of stand time anyway, so no need to rush.
Oh, okay.
Is this where they normally change drivers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the crew base.
When is it the hall reopens at York? Is that this year?
September, I think.
Michaelson, no?
Because I do want to do that and then combine it with going to Locomotion.
Yes.
Right, so this is where HS2 is going to come into Birmingham. Obviously not enough room to put it into New Street. So another one of those where you have to change by walking. This is where they need like trams or an underground, Birmingham Underground. Skip just opened
They've got
public
trams.
in 2025, September.
Wow.
Yeah, because we were there in the December and it closed in the January. Yeah.
Then.
So you might have to look at that then, and that'll be a go up on the Friday, do that on the Saturday, do Locomotion, come back on the Sunday situation, I think.
Where's Locomotion?
North of York?
Some. I can't
Shildon.
remember its plain name.
Shildon?
Yes.
Shildon.
Yes, it.
Yeah, because there's a YouTube video on when they moved stuff into Locomotion, that some of the stuff was transported up the main line.
Yes.
That was in Durham.
Yeah. I mean, it's going near Michael
Oh, God.
Oh, do we
and
have
Pina.
to?
And Pina.
and Pina.
I would say we'd get Pina to a meet up, but we probably still wouldn't.
Never met Pina.
Well, Newcastle, nobody has. Newcastle was one of the things I was looking at for last weekend.
Yes.
Right, in we come back into New Street. but we ain't done there. We've got to go out the other side. This is a really good route. It is just let down by New Street and the fact there's nothing here. All these empty platforms. That's why it would have been so much better if the West Coast Main Line South would have actually gone to Birmingham. Because at least then you got that stuff coming in and going out.
Feels like really late at night.
It is dark in here. To get to Shildon, get a train from York to Darlington, then a train from Darlington to Shildon. Don't you tell me what to do.
Darlington.
Who said I was going to get a train? I was going to drive.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
It's so flipping expensive to get up there by train. I was going to drive.
Oh.
That means Ethan's missing out on them?
Well, he'll go direct himself, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Get class 66. Oh yeah, just hit your lift.
Yeah.
It is probably not too dissimilar in time, because I can just cut across from here. Time you then get into London, cross London, then up again, and then change multiple times. I bet it's similar in time. But yeah, a lot cheaper for me to drive it.
What, would you go up the M1?
Yeah. Right, 1 minute.
Actually, you're about right with your timings. It's not actually too dissimilar.
There you go, see.
3 hours 50 in the car, 4 hours 5 on the train.
There we go. What's the mileage?
216.
So round trip would probably cost me 60 quid in fuel. And I bet I'd struggle to get to London and back for that.
I was going to say.
Without then getting across London all the way up, put Swindon to Shildon. Just imagine it's probably 250 quid.
Probably. Oh god, zoom out, you stupid thing.
Presume you just go at King's Cross.
Yeah. And up the East Coast.
Each favourite route.
Yeah.
Most boring route in train sim.
Actually, no, Steve, you're forgetting Antelope Valley.
Oh god, you're Antelope Valley, Jesus Christ. Right, 5 ways. Swindon to Shildon return, 215 quid. Yeah, so I could save myself 150 quid by driving it. And is quicker. Why would I get the train?
But you got York for quite cheap.
I did.
How much was that?
I can't remember. That was bloody 2.5 years ago.
Oh yeah, actually you booked it on TrainPal, on bloody train line, so...
Yeah.
Did you not get a coach?
You
Via
probably...
London.
You could probably get a coach to York, but then you've got to go into London.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Victoria, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We looked at the weekend. Coach to, or was it Exeter? Yeah, I can get a coach to Exeter from Swindon. Change at Victoria.
Hey?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing going west from here.
No.
Well, from you.
So to go west on the M4, go east on the M4, go to London, change to Victoria, and then come west down the M4.
Probably roughly exactly the same, pretty much past your house.
Yeah. It's like, I was here like 5 hours ago.
You not got to Bristol?
No. To go to Bristol from
Blimey.
Swindon by coach, I think it's pretty much... there was, I think the Cardiff one you change at Heathrow,
Yeah.
Which is just still ridiculous. There used to be, when I used to get the coach everywhere, there were, to get my coaches going from here to Bristol. The one I used to get to Birmingham used to go from here to Cheltenham, then Birmingham. It would come from Bournemouth, and then go on up to bloody Manchester.
They might increase capacity when your new bus thing opens.
I don't think that's going to do it. They're just cutting down on the amount of routes, aren't they? That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So everyone goes into a central hub.
But the megabus got near you, Steve.
Are they still running? 'Cause I thought they were on about scrapping those.
Yeah, I think they scrap the majority of their services. They're still about, but I don't think they're as big.
Because that was just taking
Right.
business away from National Express, who owned them.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Megabus was Stagecoach.
Oh, was it?
It is.
I think so.
I thought it was National Express.
No.
Right, we have arrived at Five Ways.
Just putting in.
Used to be cheaper on megabus as well than National Express.
Yeah, National Express used to be cheap. I said, if I had money, I'd get the train from here to Birmingham. If I didn't have money, I'd get the coach. Yeah, Swindon to Exeter via London with Flixbus, 9 hours. I can drive it in about 2.5. Probably less than that. Probably 2 hours to Exeter on a good run.
Well, yeah, M4, M5.
Yeah. 9 hours by coach.
It's all day gone.
Yeah, change in London. But you could go from London to Bruges, 7 hours.
Yeah.
It's like,
Probably change times more than anything else.
it is. It's the fact you've got to go into London and come back out and come back past Swindon. And it'll probably stop in Bristol for a driver change or something, or a break.
Imagine if it stops at bloody Membry services.
Yes, like, I'm 15 minutes from home.
Yeah, just stopping for a driver change. Where's the driver live? Swindon.
Yeah. Right, university. We were there on Saturday.
We did.
Did you learn anything?
No, it was at the train station, not the actual university.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Past the canal.
I've never been to the chocolate factory in Barnwell. Which I'm far
We looked at doing that as a thing when we were going to do Birmingham with Captain Grumpy, but then
Yes.
didn't or couldn't for some reason.
I think my pass was broken.
Yeah, so didn't do it in the end.
Yeah, because it's owned by Merlin now.
Yeah. Everything's run by Merlin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Toilet-free trains.
I'm guessing the Cardiff Valley's Metro ones.
Yeah, but it's the 50-minute run. I'm sorry, but if you can't last 50 minutes...
Not everyone's been before they've left the house.
Well, then you'll have to get off and then get back on again, won't you? People will want that on a bus soon. You've got an hour-long bus journey. Are people going to want a toilet on a bus? No. The world's gone mad, it has.
All the buses down there would have bloody toilets.
Yeah.
Because they're all hour-plus routes.
Right. Into university we come. Yeah, I'm likely to be at Cardiff over the next couple of weeks. want to have a final run on the bay line before it changes.
Probably would be a last run because I think the platforms are in.
And I want to do the Heath high level to Heath at low level. And stop at university. And this looks pretty bang on as well. When we were there, we were looking, there was a canal boat going down the canal behind us.
Yeah.
Was it that misty?
It wasn't misty, no. And still on time as well.
Bloody hell. Oh,
Yeah, but you're broken.
Yep,
30
7:01.
seconds early.
Yeah, so am I actually.
Right, Selly Oak.
Go to hospital.
Yeah. Michael.
Michael! Not allowing that to chat.
Canal, yeah.
I like a canal.
Oh,
You typed too fast. That's your excuse, is it?
Really, Michael? It's efficient pressing the button to open the doors before you even stop.
Right, into Selly Oak. So this is a really good route for Train Sim World because it's long.
Yeah.
And doors are unlocking. And doors are locking. Hopefully people got on and off quick. Sorry people, we're on time. Bourneville, home of the chocolate. Jack Daniels barbecue sauce. Is there some sort of meeting you should be attending, Amy Lou? Actually,
I'd also needing to be there.
I bought the Aldi Lidl own brand barbecue sauce the other weekend.
You did?
It's really nice, really barbecuey. I do need to go to the Aldi Lidl more often.
I'd hope so for barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
You exactly wanted to taste of egg.
no.
what I've been putting on toast recently might sound disgusting, but honey.
Okay.
It's square honey. Quite nice.
I didn't mind honey. I bought some the other year. Not something I buy regularly.
No. It's a one lifetime thing.
Kiss me, honey, honey, kiss me. We are arriving at Bourneville, where the station is painted purple.
Yeah.
And actually early here, well, by 10 seconds, but still early.
I'm a minute early.
You're going too fast. I thought Bourneville was red. It is, but it's Cadbury's, isn't it? Cadbury's colour is purple. It's a lamppost made of chocolate. I think they wouldn't last if they were. So I got chocolate. People at work today said, did you get an Easter egg? I said, well, kind of, yes, but yes.
Yeah.
It's still in the fridge. I realised this morning when I got my lunchbox out of the fridge, oh, damn it, my Easter egg's still in there.
Is it cream egg one?
Maltesers.
Oh.
I ended up with 3 Easter eggs.
That's because you're fat.
It is because you're fat.
Like the one that was originally going to be Steve's. I had the one for the mother, and then I was got one for the mother's man friend.
Oh, I see.
Oh, is that how it is?
How do you eat yours? Normally smash the egg up and just eat the bits of chocolate. You ate your eggs a week before.
Wait.
Oh yeah, someone's got a birthday coming up next week, haven't they?
They do.
Yeah, mine.
Well, and Ethan's.
And me.
Mine was last month.
He,
Mine's been and gone.
Ethan won't be here on his birthday either.
No.
So what can we do next Wednesday
change that.
that'll annoy him?
I won't be around anyway.
I know. Maybe some British Railway or something.
Railroad online?
Uh-huh. Gave it back, Trent.
It's Trent being a bit CG.
Do you not want to make sure he's like me and be all fat?
Right, into Kings Norton. You have chocolate from Christmas and Belgium. You haven't ate a Belgian chocolate yet.
Belgium. Haha.
You kind of idea fancy going somewhere like Berlin. That's why we were going to do Wuppertal. It's because it's an opportunity to go into Germany. I really liked being in Belgium. And I still want to go back and do that tram route. That's a box I've got to tick. And the Wuppertal thing is just starting to. I just like. It's just a pain to get to because you can fly into Dusseldorf, and then you can either get a train or drive, but it's expensive to fly into Dusseldorf. If my car was, although I haven't got any issues with reliability in my car, but if my car was a bit newer, I'd just drive it from here.
Buy that new one there you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Swapping mine, Steve.
No, I want a newer car, not a bloody older car.
Newer. Not one where you got to lift the bonnet every 30 seconds.
Mine's fine.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with my car.
Right. Northfield is next. What, your Pimpmobile?
Yeah.
Well, there's illegal tints.
Well, it must be legal because it wouldn't pass the MOT. Because there's a minimum shade that they can be at the front. The back, you can have as dark as you like.
Only failed on 2 things.
And mine's due in
Bulb and a
July.
tyre.
Oh, that's not bad.
knows?
Probably took it to a knockoff MOT tester.
Yes, we get £4 off.
No.
Yes.
Pay the full price, £54.
54 quid.
Yep.
Bloody hell, like 40 quid here for an MOT.
I was going to say, that seems expensive.
That's the maximum they charge you. I always tend to, if you find a, like, I don't know, 30 quid MOT, they always like want more money off you, so they fail you on
Oh yeah,
that.
but yeah, my garage where I always take the car to is 40 quid. You only pay 38. Right, we are approaching Northfield.
Yours will sail through again soon.
It should do.
Yeah.
I should get it serviced. I didn't service it. I serviced it yeah, I did service it last year. Now the mileage is getting higher. I'll service it this year again. Give it a clean. We are arriving at Northfield.
Is this your neck of wood, Steve? Or is it King's Norton?
No, and these used to live in Northfield. His sister was Hall Green. My niece lived in Northfield, then moved to Edgbaston, and then moved to Acox Green. So, first couple of years were spent in Northfield, right at the top of the hill. Then Edgbaston, next to the McDonald's, which wasn't far off the cricket ground, and then moved to Acox Green, right next to the shops. And my sister was Hall Green.
The posh area.
Yeah, right on the border of Solihull. Never been to Birmingham. It's like any accent though, you get used to it. You don't notice it. Quite like the Welsh accent, because the company I used to work for, head office was in Newport. So all the girls at head office you're speaking to daily were all Welsh, so you get used to the Welsh accent. Again, I spent most of my youth, well, from 17 to, well, I'm only 26 now, so between there and here, in Birmingham. So got used to the accent.
The bloody Scottish are hard to understand. Blimey.
Yeah, especially Glasgow and that sort of side.
Yeah.
Because it's a faster, I won't say aggressive, but it sounds like a more aggressive accent. It's not as soft as like Edinburgh. Was I around when the Berlin Wall came down? Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. No, I definitely don't remember that, Michael. Was that 89 that came down? Something like that?
Didn't Trent do that quiz? Wasn't that one of the questions?
Uh,
9th of November 1989.
There you go.
Is that because you just looked it up?
Yeah.
We got the quiz. Have I put the quiz back on? I think I've put the quiz back on for a couple of weeks' time as well. So we will attempt again the quiz. 10 people we need. 10 is the magic number. So if you're watching the streams and you want to join us for the quiz or other MP games that we do, like tomorrow night where we got bingo, then shove your hand up in the Discord server.
Wow.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You wasn't
Yeah,
born, you was in production.
yeah. You haven't done a ticky for that yet.
No, it's about too far ahead. Not too many bloody tickies going on. There's one in there for bingo, one for trucking, and one for Saturday night to see who's around. Right, Barnt Green.
Where did you end up on trucking?
Italy? Italy we ended up in?
I can't remember, and I bloody drove out of there yesterday. I want to say Italy.
Nipples, that's right. Yeah, Nipples. Yeah, so we're carrying on from Nipples on Friday.
Did we get further than that, though?
No, because we were going to go from there and then get the ferry across to the Great Step, weren't we?
Yeah, I thought we got to the point where the ferry was, though. Back in the streams.
So yeah, tomorrow night we got bingo, which you can join in, can't you, Colin? Thursday night we got some farming back on the farm because we're all really enjoying that at the moment. Friday night is some trucking and tunes. Saturday night will be something MP, trying to something a bit of fun on Saturday, and then Sunday more farming. And I've put down I'm here next Monday. I might scrap that. Actually, although if I'm not here next Friday, I will do next Monday. I'll see. I'll confirm that in the next couple of days.
Ancona was where we were.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's no expectation to join voice for bingo either. I'm sure Roblox is easy to play on like a tablet and stuff, isn't it?
Probably. I tried it myself, but...
Right, we are approaching Barnt Green. Not Burnt Green.
Could be.
So what main line is this then? Or is this not a main line?
No, this is a main line. I can't remember what it's bloody called.
Not West Coast, is it?
No. No, this is the bit that all cross-country used to get down towards Bristol.
Well, that's the spur off to
Redditch.
Redditch, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, Michael? Really?
I think you got Alf Church and Redditch after that.
Yeah, we'll see. What we'll do is we'll go down to Bromsgrove, we'll turn around, and maybe we'll come back to here and see if we can then grab something going down to Redditch, see if we got time to do that. So we can do all the 3 points on the route. Wait until 7:19 and 30 seconds. Okay, fine, I will.
Do that.
I am still planning on doing my entertainment stream at some point. I need to get started with it, and it's just getting that first one done, then I'll be away. But like starting the quiz, isn't it? It's once you start. So I will look at it. Locking doors. Right, Bromsgrove. 3.7 miles. I'll do a round on pie colours. That's already been done, Trent. Someone's going to do one and do crisp packet colours.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're going to join in with a quiz in the next couple of months, gen up on your crisp packet colours.
Get learned your crisp packets. Actually, you could have a controversial one there because of salt and vinegar, cheese and onion.
Yeah, but you have to do it by brand, or you'd have to go Walkers, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose you would.
You could do a food and drinks one, couldn't you? Easily.
Yeah.
Like Coca-Cola flavours. Heinz beans, because so many different varieties of that. Oh. Someone's attacked Marks and Spencer's. Right. Get ready to go.
By any chance?
Yeah. Get ready to go down the incline if the train. I just put bloody brakes on. You bastard thing. Really?
So your idea of going quite quick down the incline that hasn't
Well, I
worked.
must have just missed the bloody vigilance button by a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Right, now go.
There's an arrow there, Steve.
Yeah. See, I don't normally put bloody vigilance stuff on. And because it's the button on my farm sim panel I have to press. I remember which button it is. Right, now can we go?
No.
Right, we go. 2.7% gradient of the downhill type. Haha, you didn't get me, you bastard.
Oh, in fact, it goes 80, 90, then straight down to a 40. Well, that's 100 in a 323.
The speed limit isn't 100 down there.
Yeah, I'll just gun it in, see how fast it would go. 110.
Remember the speed. There's buffers at the end.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a red signal.
Oh, you know, they'll stop for that then.
I'm going to slam the brakes on 121. Oops.
You've gone through the red.
Yeah.
Well, surprised at 120 miles an hour.
Well, I've made it safely stop my view, Steve.
Yep, all good here.
Ah. And we're not the professional drivers here.
We're not the one with thousands of hours in Train Sim World.
What's your point?
Point of a pencil.
Yeah.
Looks suburban out here. It is. There's a co-op round the corner where you can't understand what the guy's saying
Yeah.
that we went to. Right.
Oh, I've got no bloody time table now.
Right, continue. Return to free roam. Right, 7:29 we're scheduled for. Okay. Right, so that into off. Tail lights on. Those lights off. Take the key out. That bulbous wood. What?
I'm guessing you meant to say that was weird.
Trent having some kind of stroke. You
Probably.
can get. Oh, you already got on. Okay, so you can get off people.
See, I understand Trent speak.
Glad you do.
Do you smell so? He's got no sense of smell, so no. It is quite. I'm not taking the Mickey out of Trent, but it's quite sweet when we've been out sometimes and we say about smells, and Trent goes, "What does that smell like?" Because he's got no sense of smell, so he doesn't know. It's like you go, "Ah."
Actually, he doesn't like it when we are him, does he?
No.
Oh, Trent.
Good thing though is he can't smell what Ethan smells like. So
That's quite a good thing, to be honest.
You should be grateful of that. Right, so we'll take this back to Barnt Green. And then
stops.
And then we'll see if we can then find a service that's going down to Lichfield. If it's a long wait, then we won't.
Lichfield.
Lichfield? Redditch.
Redditch.
Redditch. I knew what I meant.
So we could have just stayed on this.
We could go all the way back.
No.
But, you know.
No, Redditch.
Oh.
You can go all the way back. You can just stay on after the stream.
Well, they might not want to.
This is you. You will be.
Yeah, but probably not this route.
Let's have it on in the background.
All right, so 2 minutes and we begin. When we begin, we'll begin.
Oh, I've got a uniform on now.
Oh, you can't see your man boobs?
No. It's got one of those hostess, what they use on the aeroplanes for the cabin crew, though. Those little scarves.
Hey?
What?
You know, cabin crew for airlines. The women, they use that little scarf that they tie around the neck or something, whatever it is.
Yes.
He's got one of them on.
Necktie?
Yeah, my guy's just got a normal tie.
Oh.
Oh, look at you, all being smart, Steve.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've worn a tie.
You know, wear a tie for work?
No, God, no. Polo shirt, jeans and trainers.
It's a very relaxed
It
office
is.
environment.
People come in on a Friday wearing like jogging bottoms and stuff.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, shorts.
Casual Friday and all that.
The golfing people come in the golfing trousers on.
So, Harry. Next, comrade.
I think the first day I went there, because when I had my interview, I didn't go into the office. First day I went there, I had a tie on. I think by lunchtime I took the tie off, and occasionally I do wear a shirt, normally on a Monday, and jeans. But yeah, I don't wear a tie. Right, wait until 7:31.
When it used to be called Funky Friday, you like come in with your best shirt or something like that.
Yeah,
The bingo shirt.
yeah. That probably doesn't
Fish
fit.
shirt.
That probably doesn't fit anymore. polos, jeans. You're just a pair of shoes away from your 30s when the trainers become Chelsea's.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
There are a couple of people at work that wear Chelsea boots,
Don't forget your whistle, Michael.
and they're older than me. They should know better. You haven't reached your Chelsea stage yet.
Oh, you will, Colin.
I spent years wearing like steel toe caps and having to wear cargo trousers and either a polo shirt or a shirt. Sometimes having a uniform was quite nice because you knew what you're wearing each day. Now, you know, I used to go, right, I wear that shirt on a Monday, I wear that on a Tuesday, and I'd wear a shirt each day of the week. And then it progressed to going, right, I wear company polo shirt on the Friday, I wear a shirt on a Monday, I wear a shirt on a Wednesday, and put a polo shirt Tuesday, Thursday. Now it's not. It's sometimes shirt on a Monday, and then it's polo shirt, company polo shirt. It just takes the pressure out of it and saves the ironing. Yeah, if I wanted to wear a company polo shirt, I could, and it wouldn't cost me anything then. I could just have 5 of those. Right, Longbridge. 6.1 miles. Hang on, is that past Bark Green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. So we
Stop after.
got to go to Longbridge then and turn around.
Yeah. What time's the...
You could always stop at Bark Green. And
Oh,
just...
there's a Redditch at 46.
What, at Longbridge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine then. Do that. We'll get to Longbridge and speed time up.
Yes.
Right, up the hill.
Don't they say that God's been updated or something?
What's been
Not put the
updated?
update in.
The speed up time thingy. What was it? Is it
God,
called God?
God mode.
Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't got God mode in?
Yeah, but has it been updated or something?
There was an update, but if yours works, then it'll work.
Probably doesn't know if it does or not.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it.
54 flat out up here. You can definitely see why they replaced these.
Yeah.
I've never seen Polar Express, but I've seen pictures. Come on, you can get up the hill. A whole 61 miles an hour. Oh no, 62.
66.
55.
Finally picking up a bit of speed. 86. 87.
Just had to cut off power.
That's the station we're coming back to. Or we're coming back past. And I've got a red. Am I certain of my stopping button? No. I'm not certain of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Nico's fat, Ethan's a dimwit. I'm certain of those two things.
Well, yeah.
Not denying that.
We can't really, unless you drastically lost weight in the last, like, 2 months.
Yeah. It's probably got rounder.
Hey,
Probably has.
I've had suction.
Oh, Ethan's also getting fatter.
No.
Yes, you are.
No. I lost weight over the weekend.
Mm-hmm. I saw you
I'm
3 days ago.
I'm as skinny as Trent now.
No one's that skinny.
Yeah, exactly. Needs getting bulkier.
Hey,
There's
no.
loads of stuff as well.
Farming's
That's what
Thursday.
horses eat, Trent.
Yeah, Farming's Thursday, Trent.
Probably need some hay on the farm.
Oh, you probably do. All right, into Longbridge. Your body is, I'm guessing, same SME thickness of a French fries chips. No.
No.
40 bags of French fries, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, let's get out of here. Right, let's give up service. There we go. Right, so relinquish that service. So driver's going to take over that one. And then we've got to go run over the footbridge then.
Yeah.
Out of the way.
7.
Come, get out the way. Get out the... Put your cap on the right way around. Out the way. Excuse me. Coming through. Out the way.
7:46 to Redditch.
Out the way. Excuse me. Out the bloody way. Thank you. Come through. Out of the way. Bloody people. Right. Let's do the speeding up of the time then. Dink. See, in reality, you probably see other trains coming through here.
Yeah.
And we're going to see nothing.
No.
If you require assistance at any time, feel free to contact a member of station staff or use the
Just people wandering about rapidly. So yeah, we're going to take this train down to Redditch, and then we will end. So we've done all points. We've done started at New Street, went up to Lichfield, back to Bromsgrove, back to Longbridge, and down to Redditch. Does show how good this route is. Don't know what we're going to do next week.
No idea.
See a train. Let's stop down there.
See a train.
A route with a train. Well, yes. Excuse me, I'm just going to... You... out.
Charming.
Right. That into... forward.
Get out of my way. Ponytail guy.
Right, wait until 7. Why have you got your blind down? And your fans on? What the hell's going on here? There. Flipping fat. I don't think it's hot. Yeah, still got no timetable. Going through the menopause, yeah.
Yeah. And go.
I have another 40 seconds yet.
Nah.
How long do people of Longbridge need? They're going to get like, trying to sneak car parts onto the train or something.
Yeah.
It's all that chocolate they've eaten up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, finally. From the Rover plant, exactly. Nothing there now. That Auto Shenanigans did a video on that last week, didn't he?
Ah.
Where he went there. Just MG cars, like final facility where they do inspections when they come into the UK.
Oh.
Right, back to Barnt Green. This time we sod off left down towards Redditch.
Yeah.
These are on the Manchester route as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Which is the strange one that's in the shape of a T.
Yeah.
Where we went.
Glossop.
Yeah, Glossop, that's right. Hadfield and Glossop. We went to Hadfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, driving. Oops, I forgot to put the time back
Red.
to normal.
Oh no, green.
Fatfield, yeah.
Cleared onto the ground.
I've got a red ahead of me.
Normal speed, is it 0.5 or is it 1?
1. Yeah, 0.5 would be half speed.
Yeah,
You'd be going depressingly slowly.
he would.
Oh, yeah, nice. I've got biscuits. Nice cup of... Oh, that's what I might have after the stream. Nice cup of tea and some biscuits.
Ooh.
Got some chocolate digestives.
Oh, no. Open it in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
I actually quite like Tesco's own chocolate digestives, because the problem with the proper ones, they're quite big. So you try and dip them in your cup, and you've got to dip them in. You only get a little bit of it in your cup, then you've got to bite that bit off, turn it round, and dip the whole thing in. So the smaller chocolate digestive is perfect, because it fits in your cup.
We just don't dunk it.
Oh, God, no, you got to dunk your...
No, you don't.
No, you've never dunked a biscuit in your life.
Doesn't matter.
You don't know the
Look at
joy.
Soggy biscuit.
Oh, you don't know the joy there is in dunking a bit, especially like a custard cream.
Oh.
Soggy biscuit.
No, God, no, that's part of it.
Especially when it flaps and it
No.
falls off in your teeth.
Oh, yeah, then you got to rescue it with
Oh,
another.
exactly.
You got to send another biscuit in afterwards to rescue it. Amount of times I've done that with a rich tea. Dunk a rich tea, and then you pull it out. There's only half of it left. And you can see the rich tea biscuit floating on your tea. So you go, right, grab another rich tea, put that in to scoop up the first half of rich tea. But you've got to be careful. You can't leave the second one in there too long, or that'll fall in there. It's like some tactical military operation trying to get the floating biscuit out from your tea. Or what you end up with, if it sinks, is biscuit at the bottom of your cup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's all part.
Adorable.
No, it's all part of the fun.
No, it's not.
You're missing out on so much in life.
No, I'm really
You make
not.
a cup of tea for dunking and a cup of tea for drinking. There's a lad that used to work for me at a decorators merchant. He didn't like the taste of tea, but liked dunking biscuits. So what he used to do, he used to make me a cup of tea. He used to make himself a cup of tea. He would use his tea for dunking his biscuits in, and then I would drink the rest of his tea. So I got 2 cups of tea out of it. Or about 1 cup and 3/4 by the time he'd finished dunking.
Yeah.
Right, Alf Church. Who's Alf? That was the TV series with the alien. Alf stood for alien life form.
It wasn't a chipmunk then.
He wasn't a chipmunk. It was like a weird furry thing with a big nose.
It's a bit like my cat. You're a big furry thing, aren't you? I was being stared at.
Poor cat.
Why are we going so slow down here?
Single track.
Clearing the point.
There we go. 40. I watched a YouTube video yesterday. Guy I follow buys weird cars, American guy. He bought 2 cars, one a 3-wheeler, one a 4-wheeler, that was made out of what can only be described as the polystyrene you get around your washing machine.
Okay.
Designed for like impact protection, but these things were hilarious. in how shoddy they were built. And one of them is scary. The rear two wheels were basically scooter, so electric scooter, like rear wheels, and then the front wheel was a scooter front wheel with tiller steering, so not a steering wheel. And he said it was one of the scariest things he's ever driven, and he owns a Reliant Robin. If I remember, and anyone's interested, I'll post a link. I'll post it in the Discord after the stream. We bought these things second hand. You can still buy them new, and it's just, how could you let something leave some sort of production facility that's designed that badly? Right, we are arriving at Alfchurch. Yeah, I've never been in a Robin.
No.
I've driven an original Mini, and they've got, quite surprisingly, quite a lot of room because you're sat quite low to the ground.
But speed bumps will hurt.
Yeah, well, yeah. Right, we've arrived at Alvechurch. And Redditch, final destination. In 3 miles, and I've got a red in 1.6 miles. So I'm guessing we're waiting for something to come out of Redditch. Hi, Alfie.
That'll be a approach signal.
Could be, but I can't remember if it's single track or not down there.
Yes, it is actually.
Alpha's turned up, yeah. That was a weird show. Reminds me of Ted, because his family had this alien living in their house. Right, so a 60, a 70, and then a red. Grot bags. What from? That was from Rod Hull and Emu. Like grot bags.
Never heard of it.
80s kids show. Come on then, light. You can stop being red now. You can change to another colour. Ah, there we go. Train coming through. There we go. We got the green.
I was just saying you have to wait for the down train to get through.
That's what we said. Was it a single track?
Yeah. We've been here.
I know, but I couldn't remember. I don't remember every bit of bloody train track I've been on.
You should.
I'm not like you.
It's the one with the funny shop woman.
Yeah.
On a shop woman?
Yeah, there's a little newsagent's on the first floor in the shopping centre just outside the station, and it was one of those shops because she was really funny and engaging with us all. I would go back there every day, purely because that's a really pleasant place to go into.
Is it near the McDonald's, that shop? One level down?
It might be. Yeah, you got the bus station on the ground floor, then you go up and halfway up, there's this little like newsagent's tucked in the corner. One of those that looks like it's run on a budget. They don't make much money, but the woman behind the counter was hilarious.
Yeah, I know what you mean now.
So you'd go there.
She probably knows the owner.
So you'd go there just to support them. Sort of place I can imagine all the bus drivers go and stuff like that, so they know everyone.
No, I used to go out with someone in Redditch. That's why I know about it back in 2007. Now.
Oh blimey!
There used to be 2 trains to get here.
Yeah, into New Street and then up.
Yeah.
Not bad one.
Well, I was living in Wakefield at the time.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, but slightly easier run then. Still change your Birmingham.
Yeah.
I think that's why any future relationship I'm in, my criteria has now got to include likes the West Wing, likes grand designs, lives in Swindon, which sort of narrows it down.
Yeah.
Or within 10 miles of here, it's fine.
So maybe not Richard then.
No, sorry, Richard. He hasn't got the intelligence for the West Wing. I think that'd be a bit, beyond him.
Yeah, that's probably true actually.
That's Larwood out of the equation.
No, Larwood likes the West Wing, but he's a bit far away.
Oh, let's move to Swindon.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's a fan of grand designs either.
Ah.
Unlock doors. I've unlocked the doors. You can tell that by the way that people are getting off the train.
You got to do both sides here.
But there's nothing the other side.
I know it's broken.
No, you don't.
Oh, it's not here. It's somewhere else.
Oh, for
Annoying.
God's sake.
Ah.
Yeah, there are a lot of people getting off my train. I've never seen that many people at a train station in Train Sim World before. Hang on, now it's closed the doors. That's because I unlocked the other side, wasn't it?
People are going through there.
Yeah, that's definitely broken.
Yeah.
Ah, well. There we go then.
Unless it won't do it until 03
Oh.
and you're scheduled in.
Could be. Yeah, there's a shopping centre there, so you go up there. First floor, newsagents.
Yeah.
There we go. With the people milling off then, there we go. A good time to end. Next Tuesday, some more trains. Don't know what route. Fancy maybe doing an abroad one next week in readiness maybe for Frankfurt that could be coming soon. So we do one of the foreign ones next week. No idea which one, but one of them. Next stream tomorrow night, bingo, where you can join in. Is all you need to do is set up a free Roblox account. And we'll post a link to the server when we're streaming tomorrow, and you can join us for some Wednesday night bingo, which is a good bit of fun. Thursday night we're back on the farm. Friday some trucking and tunes. Saturday night we'll be here something with a bit of fun, and then Sunday more farming, and then back all week next week. Maybe not Friday, well maybe Friday. Depends what I do and what time I get back. But yeah, here all next week. So there we go. Thanks to you lot in chat for keeping us company for the last pretty much 2.5 hours. And to these two idiots, idiot number 1 at the top of the pile is an Ethan. Thank you, Ethan.
It's Stevie.
Idiot number 2 underneath Ethan is a Nico. Thank you, Nico.
Thank you very much, Stevie.
And all people did things. Hang on, I'm on the credits as well. I haven't gone yet, Trent. Hang on. Jesus Christ, can't wait to get rid of me, can he? Thanks to Fortnite, maybe not, for following. To Trent and Amy Lou for resubscribing, and the moderation team for doing, well, nothing. Really, thank you very much. There we go.
You're welcome.
I'll be back with maybe these two idiots and more tomorrow night to do some of the bingo type things. Until then,
For me.
okay, I'll be back with Ethan and some other people then tomorrow night to do the bingo type things.
Yeah.
Until then, say good night, guys.
Good
Good
night.
night.